Midwest, and so for me, nature is flat farmland and beautiful fall days.
Okay.
And my grandfather was a champion trap shooter, and he hunted fowl, mostly pheasant, mostly. And I hated the guns, but I loved the walking part. And so for me, those moments when they're flushing out birds in the middle of fall, I have this sense that my grandfather's there, because as a kid he let me go with him. And for me, hating a piece of this, but talking through that distrust or hate or fear was a piece of this journey to understand oneself. But after he died, it was a beautiful fall day, and I remember we were coming back from his funeral, and they lived in a small town, and we were taking my grandmother, who was devastated back.
Just to stop you because of all the background noise, I think I'm going to have to move it closer.
Don't anymore.
And because you're soft-spoken, I don't want you to have to yell.
Oh, I can be less soft-spoken too, so you tell me what you mean.
Well, it kind of ruins the mood, but just hold that thought for a second so that I can get this readjusted, and that way we can actually hear this, because I can tell you're getting ready to get into it. I'm just going to back it up a bit so that you're not quite so huge in the camera.
Great. If you can work on my hips while you're at it, that'd be great.
Actually, it's back up all the way. We'll just have to live with that. Okay, yeah, I think that'll be fine. So
Perfect.
You were talking about...
So it was the day of his funeral. It was a beautiful fall day. It was in October, and I remember coming across a farm field, and there was this huge liftoff of pheasants, and I thought, oh my God, there he is. It's time to go. And it was probably one of the most beautiful moments for my grandmother, who then began to wrestle with depression. And probably had wrestled her whole life with it, but was the cheery grandmother who put it at bay. And so in some ways there was this beautiful moment where she was at peace. And so, I get home to Illinois regularly. To drive through the central part of the state, which is flat farmland, is probably when I feel like this is what I think part of heaven looks like. This is... and it's a strange thing, because you think of majestic mountains and all the rest of it, but in some ways this flat farmland, says for me a piece of life that's really loving and caring and nurturing the next sort of crop, or hiding the set of birds under the old corn stalks that are done.